Hey folks, welcome to another Triple T Thursday. For those just joining us, that's tools, tips, and talk, where we'll discuss info for the knife maker. In today's episode, some really exciting news. The channel is now sponsored. That's right folks, Broadback Ironworks is now sponsoring the channel, specifically for the abrasives. And that's what I'm going to go over with you today. We're going to look at their whole line of abrasives. They sent me a bunch. We're going to take a look. Come check it out. Okay, let's take a look at the array of belts that Broadback offers. If you're a knife maker like me, you go through a lot of belts, so getting good belts is important. So first off, this is one of their new products. This is the incinerator belt. And this is a 36 grit ceramic, and this one just hogs off material like crazy. The great thing about this is it has this fragmented abrasive technology, meaning when it knocks off the abrasive, it kind of knocks them off and forms a new layer of abrasive, meaning they don't just smooth out, they kind of chip off, which gives you more abrasion. So these things are supposed to last 3 times longer than their regular ceramics. And obviously they're a little more expensive, but they're not 3 times more expensive. This one is their regular ceramic belt. This is the Revolution ceramic belt, which I use a lot. I've been using them for a while, and they work great. So I'm really happy with these. I haven't tried the incinerator yet, but I'm really excited to. So this will be my new go-to. Next is the Game Changer aluminum oxide belt. And these are amazing, optimized for price and performance. Obviously cheaper than your ceramic belts, but really, really great. Also have this continuous sharpening, self-sharpening as the abrasives break off. They still form sharp edges, so you get a lot of life out of these. The next ones are really interesting. These are their pixie dust belts, and you'll see these are pretty unique because they actually have, I don't know what it is, like a sand or some kind of filler. Like you can see, you don't see the abrasive here. It's totally filled in with a compound, and as that compound, you use the belt, that compound exposes the abrasive. And here you see this is a 240 and this is a 400. The only downside, you can't tell what abrasive there is. So you really have to look at the inside of the belt. But I've used these, and the great thing about these is you don't get the bump. Meaning when this part passes over your work, especially on thinner belts, it'll give you a little bump on your blade. And that is no good when you're trying to do, especially 400 or higher, and you're doing really fine work. That little bump will really affect your work. So these don't do that because they're thicker, and they wear away this covering, which is really cool. It's a great idea by Broadback. Next one here is this P-Flex belt. This is, even if you're familiar with belts, like these are like a harder backing, especially the incinerators have a really hard backing because you're doing a lot of, just hogging off material work. You don't want the belt to be that flexible. But when you're doing finishing work, a lot of people go to a J-Flex belt. Well, this is a P-Flex belt, so it's even more flexible. You can see how easily it bends. So this is great for doing contour work on handles and things like that. So I'm really excited to use these. Also, they have this Scalloped Belt, which is actually a 1-inch belt meant to run on your 2x72, but because of the scallops, it does contours really well. And this will be great for doing guards and other work that you want to rub the belt up, and it's flexible, so you want to put it up into the inside of the guard or something like that. So I'm excited. I've never used a Scalloped Belt before, so these look really cool. This is a 120 grit one. So some great stuff from Broadback, and I'm really excited to use it. Any regular viewers of the channel know that I'm a big proponent of Broadback. I love their stuff. I've been using their grinder for a while. I have a bunch of the attachments. So I'm really excited to be part of the Broadback family. I'm looking forward to putting these belts to the test. We're going to do some usage tests on these, compare them, see how they do. Thanks, guys.